I'll start with the most infuriating part of Chicago Fire Season 14, Episode 1. Kicking down doors, and go down the list. The Stella and Kelly of this episode are good, because Stella and Kelly are always good together, and Miranda and Taylor are very attuned to their characters. So, in the middle of a frustrating storyline, their characters react like we would want them to react. There's Stella trying to apologize for something that isn't her fault at all, and Kelly comforting her like he should and telling her that they are in this together. Putting her first, providing the comfort and the care that she needs. He's not putting any pressure on her, and he's letting her set the pace for what they do next, because he loves her first and foremost. This is huge because yes, Kelly wants a family, but above all, Kelly loves Stella, and Chicago Fire has always made this clear. Stella isn't a vessel for the family he wants. She's Kelly's wife, his partner. He was fine with adopting because what he wants is a family with Stella. And that takes us to the end of this episode, to a storyline that I would have probably been fine with had it come some other way, but that now feels like a cheap way to solve the logistical problem of having Stella pregnant and what that means for the firehouse and for the show. And honestly, I would have rather they'd done a huge time jump, or not show Stella getting pregnant in the first place. If I'm feeling cheated right now, it's because the show put us in this position, because they dangled something in front of us that they were not going to deliver. As someone who has always wanted to adopt more than have a baby, adoption storylines always get to me. They do. But in this particular instance, it also feels like a slap in the face storytelling-wise. Because they're probably going to say yes, and they're probably going to be great parents. That part we knew. But this wasn't the way they were meant to. That wasn't what fans wanted for them. It wasn't what Stella had dreamed of. It wasn't what was promised. And it was very, very cruel to end Season 13 with one thing and open Season 14 by ripping that promise from fans, even if the show intends to give them a family some other way. The Carver thing is worse, and though it kind of makes sense for his sobriety to have a clean break, the excuse still feels a bit flimsy. Andrea Newman promised in interviews that we might see him again, and that might make the sting a bit more manageable. But for now, it's hard to feel good about his departure. And then, there's Ritter, who hasn't even left yet, but whose exit storyline is very clearly laid out here.